How does gerrymandering impact election districts? Have you ever wondered how the lines on a map can change the outcome of an election? That's where gerrymandering comes into play. This practice involves redrawing district boundaries to favor one political party over another. It can significantly impact who gets elected and how well different groups are represented. Gerrymandering typically happens after the census, which occurs every 10 years. This is when population shifts are taken into account, and ideally, districts should have roughly equal populations. However, when gerrymandering occurs, the lines are drawn in a way that benefits certain groups rather than ensuring fair representation for all voters. Two common tactics used in gerrymandering are cracking and packing. Cracking spreads out voters from the opposing party across many districts. This makes it hard for them to win any single district. On the other hand, packing concentrates those voters into one district. While they may win that district, their influence is limited elsewhere. The effects of gerrymandering on election districts can be quite significant. First, it leads to distorted representation. When districts are shaped to secure wins for one party, the legislature may not reflect the true political preferences of the population. This can create a disconnect between what voters want and what their representatives deliver. Second, gerrymandering reduces competition. Safe districts discourage competitive elections, which can lead to less responsive representatives. When politicians feel secure in their positions, they may not feel the need to engage with their constituents or address their concerns. Another important impact is the marginalization of minority groups. Gerrymandering can weaken the voting power of racial and ethnic minorities. By dividing their communities or concentrating them into fewer districts, their ability to elect candidates of their choice is limited. Additionally, gerrymandering protects incumbents. Politicians can draw district lines that favor their re-election, making it harder for challengers to compete. This can reduce accountability and lead to a lack of fresh ideas in the political arena. From the perspective of the election process, gerrymandering undermines the principle that voters should choose their representatives. Instead, it allows politicians to choose their voters by designing districts that favor specific outcomes. This manipulation challenges the democratic ideal of equal representation and can erode public trust in elections. Understanding gerrymandering is essential for recognizing how district boundaries influence election results. Fair redistricting practices are critical to maintaining a healthy democratic process. When voters are aware of how gerrymandering works, they can advocate for changes that promote fairness in elections.